8 in a row. And who was scoring? Mikel Merino. I wasn't trying to rhyme there, it just happened. But yeah, before I go any further, I'm wearing red. It's a special day. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And you can follow me on the journey. Arsenal, what a performance. I did say Slavia Prague, rush them over. I had the game at 4-0, but ended up finishing 3-0. But doesn't matter. Win's a win. Whether you win 10-0, 1-0, 3 points is 3 points. One thing I must say about Slavia Prague, though, that stadium atmosphere is mad. It's crazy. It's electric. They did not stop chanting from start to finish. Even though the team was losing, they were going non-stop, the fans. So credit to them. We need a bit more of that at the Arsenal, I'll be honest, because they were loud. I was like, yo, I had to put the TV volume down. That's how loud they were. But yes, let's talk about our boy, Mikel Merino. He got a nice 8.7. Not bad. And he got man of the match. And I think rightfully so. Coming from a centre mid position up to that number 9. He scored 2 goals. I'm not surprised by it because we saw what he did last year. But I did say in one of my videos that if Gyökeres was to get injured, Arsenal should have a number 9 ready. Now, unfortunately, Havertz and Jesus are injured. It's very coincidental that they're both out at the time when we need a backup striker. So Merino had to step in. So if you want to look at my previous video, stay till the end and it'll be tagged onto this video, and then you can check it out about who I think would add good value to a team if Gyökeres to get injured like we have right now. He was in my team lineup before he got injured, and Martinelli, but obviously the news came out that they missed training. They weren't going to make the trip to Slavia Prague. But these things happen. The important thing was, how will the team respond? And the team responded great. They went out there, played good football, and managed to score 3 goals. We had Merino with 2, and Saka with the penalty. And you know what? It was nice to see Max Dowman as well. But yes, Merino, 2 goals. I mean, we saw a lot of him last year doing the same thing. So I wasn't surprised. But some of, like his first goal especially, the way he ran into the box, finished it off with the left foot, and a great pass by Trossard. I was like, that is a proper striker's finish. And I know this is something that they'll definitely be working on the training ground, because he looks really, really comfortable in that striker position, even though he's a central midfield player. Another player I want to point out is Declan Rice. Great performance. Even against Burnley, scored a goal. And today, and I'll tell you what, it wasn't more so his defensive stats, but just look at his passing. In the opposition half, 88% completed. He's so great going forward. I know there's a lot of comparisons between him and Caicedo. Caicedo's a great player as well. Taken a bit longer to get into his stride compared to Rice, who gelled straight away with the Arsenal team. But, I mean, Declan Rice, for me right now, he's the best centre mid in the Premier League in terms of going forward and carrying the ball. Just adding a bit more of that flair, you know, which you need from that central midfield position to bring the ball forward. Yes, Max Dowman as well. Nice to see him come on. Had a great performance as well. Gabriel. And I think the Champions League games, what's good is that we might not see some of these players in the Premier League coming on. Like Ben White, we didn't see him so much, but we're seeing more of him in the Champions League. Martinelli more in the Champions League, but unfortunately he's injured. Still, what's crazy is, compared to other teams, is that even though some of these players are not playing week in, week out in the Premier League, when they're getting their chance, they're taking it full on, the responsibility. They're like, yes, I've got my chance, let me shine, let me do my thing. Let me get Arteta thinking, I might need to start next game. And that is something which you don't really find in teams. You know, we see Chelsea, they've got 20, 30 players over the last 2-3 seasons, and they still have trouble finding out what is their best 11. Now they've found out a little bit, but I mean, it took them so long, and that's not because of the right reasons, it's more so the wrong reasons, like they brought the wrong pieces to the puzzle, like in Nkunku and stuff. But on the flip side, with Arsenal, everybody who's coming on is making such an impact that is so hard. Like Merino, right, you're going to start up front today. I ain't played up front, starting a game this whole season. Bam, goes in, scores 2 goals. It might be Slavia Prague, but doing that is not an easy job. Yeah, last year he was doing well. This year, still carrying it on. It's the consistency. Saka as well, scored a penalty. Scoring a penalty, you need to put it in the back of the net. If not, it could bring the morale down. Things can happen. Shift can happen. You're playing away. These points and these goals are valuable. You know, that goal difference. You do want to finish top of the table. So when you move on to the next round, things get a bit easier. But overall, I'm really, really impressed with Arsenal's performance today. I think overall, again, we don't concede. It's something that's a common theme now, and a lot of pundits are talking about the defence especially, and they've highlighted that this is a different Arsenal team compared to the last few seasons, and I agree, because I think last season when we had injuries at the wrong time, a lot of fans are, you know, this could be it now. This, you know, things going a downhill. But I feel like with Arsenal, because we've got so much and we've got so many players that actually play for the badge, you know, it's very, very hard to break Arsenal down and bring that morale down. You know, they might not start the first half, you know, with 4 or 5 goals. But one thing I realised isn't a common theme this season. Every time they're starting, they are actually performing well more in the second half than they are in the first half in terms of putting the goals in. Now, I don't know if that's a tactic, but it's something that I've seen quite a lot of. But yes, thank you so much for listening to the video. Please let me know your thoughts below about how you think the match went and any other players that I might have missed who made a huge impact. I'd like to know your thoughts. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Till next time.